Hi everyone, Dave Anderson. Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to do a little bit on the serve. We have a student that came to us, and some people come to us and they need a few band-aids, and others need major surgery. Our player today, he's a great athlete. He's played a lot of tennis, been all over, but he needs major surgery on his serve. So we're going to take him through some progressions to coordinate the grip, the swing, the body, and the toss. When you do any kind of tennis coaching, it's always grip, swing, body. On the serve, there's also the toss. And everything is affected by one of those. So we're going to try to, in his case, we have to actually alter all of those four. But here's some good progressions that even if your serve is in order, I think they'd benefit you as well. So hope you enjoy it. Thanks. It is interesting, Sammy, and how every stroke in the game is impacted by grip, swing, body. And I'm going to take just a few minutes to explain it. So the grip that a person uses on a serve, there's not a lot of debate throughout the world. You know, there's a lot of debate in the tennis world on forehands. There's limited debate in the tennis world on how backhand should be hit. You know, you don't see people with variety of swings. And the serve, there's very limited debate, meaning most people are in the ballpark understanding that a continental grip. Now, what a true continental grip is, not by our opinion, but it's really the second bevel. So your base knuckle of your hitting hand and your heel pad. So your base knuckle of your pointing finger, if you were to take that line and just simply set it right there on a continental grip. So right there is a what's called a composite grip. You're almost on an Eastern forehand. Okay, so a true continental grip is actually right there.
Oh, wow.
That feels like extreme, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the grip is starting point. Okay, we're going to work on that in a moment, but right now we're just going to work on coordinating the throwing motion. Okay, so all I want you to do is we're going to control the body, as you saw yesterday on the video.
Yeah.
What I want you to do is just put your heel like this, heels together, and then just step back. So your weight's evenly distributed. Your rear foot's off at a parallel position to the baseline. See how my front foot is off at a 45-degree angle this way. Okay. Now, all you're going to work on is just balance with the body and then the throwing motion with the tennis ball. So come over to this side for a moment, Sammy, and just watch my beginning. I'm not going to have any rocking movement or anything. I'm just going to stand tall right now. Okay. My right hand with the tennis ball, I want to feel like I'm holding a cup of water. Okay. Hold it loose. Now, all I'm going to do is just turn my body like I'm throwing a football, turn my body, and now throw up this way and end up with the arms in what we call a power X, letter X. My body posturally, I want to feel like I'm up. I want to feel like everything's off at this angle towards the net post, off to my right. So you're just going to turn and just throw on balance. Okay, my checkpoints with the feet. Now I'm just going to turn, throw upward, and just stay on balance. Okay, try that a few times. Just like you're in the backyard playing catch. Yeah, step back. Yeah, just there you go. Loosen the hands. There you go. So all you're going to do is just turn and then throw from there. Okay, keep the posture up. Hold it. Good. Yeah. Yep. Up on the back toe. Do it again. That's better. Again. One more. Good. Okay. Now, coordinating this hand with the tossing hand. You're going to do exactly what you're doing. Now just hold the ball in your left hand. And you're going to keep it very, very simple again. Do exactly what you're doing with this arm, feeling as though it's a throwing motion. And you're just going to gently lift this up to the right and catch it. Now you saw yesterday on the film that your toss was actually aligned truly for a left-hander hitting a slice serve, meaning it was way out here. So I want you to feel like you're barely tossing the ball. Get it out here to the right to where you can just swing your hand, your hitting hand, your dominant hand, and catch it this way. And still have that same postural position where you're up, okay? Just do that drill. Oh, the old guy made it look easy. Just stand, keep the hands together at the beginning. There you go. Yeah, even lower with the toss. More to the right, more out to your right. There. Again. Again. Okay, now hold two balls. You're just going to add this simple kind of coordination drill in terms of syncing it up. And I'll just demonstrate, and then you can do it once I get out of the way. So right from here, you're just going to lift the toss out there. And now with this ball, you're going to try to throw it at the toss. But it should be out here. Everything, again, is low and to the right. Try to hit the toss with the ball in your right hand. Go ahead. Try it again. Tiny toss. Tiny. Okay, and still, even after you've tossed it, you want to feel like you're going to pose in that letter X, power X position right out here. Okay, you don't have to chase the ball. Don't worry, even if you miss it. Even if you were to toss and miss this, still end up the same way. Okay? Ready? Again. Okay. Now, with your racket in your hand, all I'm going to have you do, you hold on. Okay, get ready to serve. Yep, continental grip. Get the hands here. Cup of water. Here's the top of the water. Okay, now you're not actually going to hit this. Okay, you're just going to turn. And now imagine you're tossing, and then feel like you're just throwing the racket face like you were a ball out here to this side. Stay up tall at the end, power X, okay? So just turn a little. Imagine the toss is out there, and now throw the racket head at the ball. Up. Do it again. Okay, do it again. Yep. So this next one's going to be a little challenging. Okay, you can choke up if you want, just to get better control of the racket head. Okay, so you're going to just turn, toss, and then touch, meaning you're just going to stop the racket right at impact like this. Great tennis teacher, Dennis Vandermeer, had many, many different progressions, but you're just going to turn, toss, and touch. So I'm going to go like this and just kind of stop my racket out here to the right. You saw in the video yesterday, that was actually your point of contact. Okay, so you're just going to turn, toss, touch, and then freeze it right there. Full extension, but you're up and out to the right. Okay? Turn, toss, touch, hold it. Right here, right here. Keep this left side up. Okay, feel like that. Match your toss to that spot. Not any higher, just match it to that spot. Okay, go ahead again. Hold it. That's better. That's better. Eyes are up, keep the body right there. Go again. Hold it. Yeah, now, the next time through, you're gonna do exactly what you're doing. Once you get here, get your checkpoints. Now you're just gonna let everything go out this way afterwards, but you're gonna stop here for a moment and then you're just gonna count. 1, 2, 3, and end up that way at the end, okay? Here we go. So you're still gonna stop at the contact point. Loose arms, loose, Sammy, loose. There you go. Just turn the body, toss and touch, hold it. 1, 2, 3, count it out. Yeah. Loose arms, there. Go again. Yeah, count it out each time. You're just gonna pause there for a moment at contact. Check yourself, and then 1, 2, 3. It's almost like you're turning your thumb down. It's what people, talk about pronation. Your forearm will just go outward at the end. It wants to go out to the right this way, okay? Loose. Okay, the old toss snuck back there temporarily a little bit. Complete the drill though each time. Yep, so again, just stand over there if you would. And right over there. Okay, just watch from that angle. Okay, keep it very simple. Look at how my arms are loose and relaxed. Everything. You're gonna not toss and turn. You're gonna feel like you're gonna turn a little first. The shoulders and the hips are gonna make this move. You gotta learn to separate the upper body. So you're gonna turn a little. Now lift the toss. Stop here. 1, 2, 3. You can do it continuously now, okay? But that's how it should look. Right here, loose, up, out to the right, and then it's almost like you're tucking a sword in the sheath. Swing goes way out to the right first, and then comes back. Okay, go ahead. Let's try to go ahead and see if you can do it continuously to the end. You don't have to stop at contact, in other words. Correct. Yep. Stay up tall at the end. Go ahead. All right. Up tall. Hold it there. Weights up. Do it again. It's totally different than under 20 hours ago. All the way through. Yeah. Yeah. Let it relax. Let that arm be like a noodle, a wet spaghetti noodle. Loose. Yeah, the old toss came back. Loose arms in here, Sammy. Loose arms at the beginning. That's night and day difference. Now, it's going to feel mechanical at the beginning. It's going to feel very different in terms of what you used to do. So you have to, like I was telling your father yesterday, you have to brace for that mentally. You have to be willing to put the reps in mentally. Match play will immediately make your serve regress back to the old. But the movements you had, and maybe we'll put even a clip of your old one up in slow motion, but the movements you had just were not going to even come close to allowing you to maximize your potential. But every day, going through routines, and this would be a good starting routine for you to do, just like this, and then we'll go through those other drills. Okay, go ahead. It's much better, much better. Had a little disconnect there, didn't you? It was. And if you don't want to hit it, just let it land. It's all right. The lower the toss, the better right now. And you can see how your old toss is wanting to come back, isn't it? Get the knuckles to the net at the beginning. Okay. Hold it like a cup of water this way rather than the palm up. Because what happens with your old toss, with the palm up, you break from the elbow and you break from the wrist. This way, and that's why you saw that thing launch over your head. Okay, hold it like a cup of water all the way up, and just once you get to that level up there in the nose, in the eyes, then it just releases. Okay, that's much better, much better. You can relax the arms at the end more. You can go power X, but relax the arms. That's better. Loose arms. So, you know, Sammy, again, routines. So that initial part was a good warm-up routine. You can do that routine at home, the one we just went through. You could just roll socks up or get some of those compression tennis balls and do it up against a wall. Second routine, just serving off the knees. It's going to isolate again your body. You saw how many different footwork patterns you had on the video yesterday. So you're just going to be up tall on the knees, sideways, choked up. Same thing. Cup of water with the left hand. And now you're just going to turn, toss, and hit up and out to the right that way. Okay? Tiny toss. But you can go full motion. You can go through it and go full motion. And just hit up. Go ahead. Yeah, hit high over the net. Hit high over the net. Go to the baseline on the other side. There, again. That's already transformed so much in 18 hours. I would hold one ball at a time. Don't rush. Hold one ball at a time. Looser arms. Loose. Again. Yeah. Again. Okay, now stand up. Drill number 2 for you. Okay, get sideways with the body. All you're going to do is just shadow one, hit one. Now you should be able to actually get to the point where you could put a mask over your eyes so you can't see, and you should still be able to contact the ball. But you're just going to go this way. 1, 2, 3 with a shadow. Set your feet. 1, 2, 3 with the ball. Okay? So shadow one, hit one. Loose at the beginning, low and to the right. Go ahead. Shadow. No. Shadow first, then hit. Try not to have much of a pause, okay? Shadow, loose. Now keep going and go. That was better. Tiny toss. You get out of the habit of following the ball with your eyes. You don't want the head to go this way. Remember that the brain works ahead of the body by about 1/5 of a second. So you want to feel like you're going to really program your body, your everything to stay up at contact a little bit longer. Remember, contact point is really out in front, ideally, and to the right. It's not going to really be upward as much as people think. It's out in front and to the right. It's up in a little bit. Again, shadow one, hit one. Shadow one, hit one. Loose. Loose. Okay. Now, with the next 4 balls, all I want you to do, you're not gonna really hold back on it. Not thinking about anything with the legs. You're just gonna hit, and after you've hit, you're just gonna walk towards the net. Hit, and just walk towards the net that way. Not jump, just walk. Okay, go ahead. You don't have to shadow. Loose, go. Yeah, and just walk in. Still keep your belly button towards the side net post a little bit longer. Loose. Okay, you didn't get the toss in front enough. The toss should be positioned now. Think of it making a little bit of an arc. And once you turn, you're going to kind of arc the ball into the court a little bit, okay? Turn first, arc it in. And go. Okay, and just walk. Just walk, no rush. Go again, a couple more. Keep your belly button that way longer, Sammy. Yep. Loose, loose, loose. Didn't get the toss to the right. Did you feel it? That's better, better. Still, quiet the legs down. So if your body, the video yesterday where during the serve you had that movement, you had this movement, you're just trying to keep connected to the court. Like these are plugging into the court, your feet. And then after the hit, just walk in. Low and to the right with the toss. Okay, now let's just have you hit a few from the baseline, just like that. And just walk through it. But what we're going to do, go to the deuce court, is you're going to put the tennis ball, you get ready and I'll do it. Get your feet correct. Okay, and you're just going to put a tennis ball under your front foot, under the heel, there. Now, that's going to be like a block for a sprinter, where you're just going to come off of the tennis ball into the court each time. Okay, you're not going to pinpoint. Do exactly what you did. You can choke down now. Okay, now just walk off the ball forward. Ready? After the hit. That's good. Toss out here. That's good that you didn't hit it, in other words. You want to turn first, though. Turn first. Ready? Loose, loose. You're going to turn first with the shoulders, and now lift out to that side, and everything is out here in front. Loose. Did you ever take swimming lessons?
I did, like, a very long time ago.
Yeah. So when people take swimming lessons, you know, the hand does the same thing. It cuts through the water, and then it actually pushes back.
Yeah.
Very similar to how servers. That's how loose the arm should feel. Okay, go ahead. Loose, loose, cup of water. And then you're just gonna, everything's looser, looser. Yeah, arms are like rubber, shoulders. Okay, go ahead. Turn, toss, swing. Just turn, toss, swing, go. And walk right off the ball. Yeah, no, you do. You want to. You want to come right off the ball. So the weight's here. You can just feel yourself bouncing on the ball, kind of like a trampoline. Your weight's going to go back a little bit. Weight's here. Weight's going to go back. Coach Smith, one of the greatest technical coaches in the entire world, if not the. But you'll see, he'll tell people, pretend your weight's on a scale, but it's just your left foot, your front foot. Then your weight goes to the back of you on another scale. So it's kind of like your weight's here, the weight's here, and as you do that, you just turn the body. And now from there, you're just going to lift out in front and go into the court that way. Okay, go ahead. Weights on the front scale. Front scale, go to the back scale. Okay, front scale, back scale, and go. That was totally different. And we'll put it up there on this to show how you were doing it just a few hours ago. That was way better, Sammy. There's no good or bad. There's no good or bad. Some people are good and bad, but serves are not either good or bad. They're just efficient or inefficient. And that right there, but like I said, for 8 to 12 weeks, this has to be your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, you just can't get away from it. You just got to live it. Go ahead. Front scale, back scale, and go. Okay, you didn't lock the body in with that sideways, but still better. Weights on the front foot. Yeah, bounce on the front, bounce on, there you go. Now just go back and go, just like you're rolling your power. Yeah, keep this part up. Yeah, keep that part up. You're in your goal is to have your body in this line right here. It's called a power line. So you want to be into the court, so you gotta stay sideways, keep the power X, okay? Loose. Much better. Much better. So I'm gonna quickly film this, and we'll put it on the TV showing yesterday's. So here you are this morning. There you are yesterday, mid-morning, your first filming. So you've hit a lot of balls. It's really interesting to see how, you know, as you've come into the program and, you know, you're really in the ballpark on the groundies, right? Your forehand and backhand, you entered this program really close. And then, so that's kind of where this is in the world today with tennis teaching and coaching. People are kind of getting people in the ballpark on groundies. Where you weren't in the ballpark at all is on the serve and mid-court in volleys, things like that. And that's, like I said, that's just an indicator of where things are. Because people can have immediate gratification on the groundies, and we're, as you know, in a microwave mentality society. But here we go. Let's take a look. So yesterday, as we watch, you'll see you have the hands in a totally different position. What I talked to you about as well yesterday. Now you split the hands instantly. So, you know, you have kind of a lot of variation in how you take the racket back. A lot, not a variation, but a lot of movements you have to make in order to calculate. Now, if I were to ask anybody and say, hey, does this look tight or loose? What do you think the answer is going to be? Very tight. So if you begin tight, the odds on swinging tight are great. You want to be like rubber, okay? But, you know, from here, you end up in a fairly conventional position. Let's watch your backswing here. You can see in the new video, the postural position looks much more like when we filmed you yesterday with George, huh? Much more. Weights forward. We'll just watch as you begin. You want to keep the eyes actually facing straight ahead. You don't want to go downward with the eyes because then your head's going to have to shift. But here you look like you're coiling in a synchronized manner. Much simpler backswing. Okay? You can see how the racket sets here. So you're closer. In both cases, you really don't want the head to be looking to the side like that. Then you'll see the complexities in your lower body. Let's just focus on your legs and what you were trying to do with pinpointing. So it was a pinpoint that was really kind of just a bluff, right? It wasn't pinpointing for the purpose of adding. The advantage of pinpoint is you can separate the hips and the shoulders a little bit more. It's like a pitcher when they bring their knee up to their torso. They coil the shoulders. Watch your backswing here. So you're setting the swing better in the new one. Now, if you could see it, we filmed it from the rear angle yesterday, where the toss was way above the peak, and actually tossing for a left-hander. You can see it went out of the screen there. And this is the fun part that you got to see yesterday with, if we focus in on your right foot or your front foot. The front foot actually steps up. It's not about even foot faulting, but you'll see you lift it completely off the ground and bring it back behind you, because you've had to make room to find the toss, because you're literally tossing for a left-hander. Okay? So from here, you'll see it's a lot simpler. The ball under the heel will kind of mandate your front foot staying in a better position. Now, notice where you're leaving the court and going to. Do you notice? To the side, yeah. And that's why we did that walkthrough drill. You want to feel like your body is just going towards the net right now. You should come off the court and you should be inside of the baseline rather than out the side. So you're going one way to the next, but you'll see with this, if we look at the comparison of the power lines, you can see where the toss is just not anywhere into the court, huh? That's your power line yesterday, your point of contact and power line today, much, much closer. This is really after essentially 30 minutes. So it's much, much closer. So now I'll just let this one run. We'll let the old one, we'll take the, we'll show you the old one first in the full screen. Here's the old. Brace yourself. Okay. And here is the new. So you can see how you need to get that toss arcing into, moving forward out of your hand, making that what some people call a J, where you just lift the toss out in front. But night and day difference already. You're headed the right way.